everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Snehal Yadav here. I'm a network engineer at Microsoft Azure, and today I'll be talking on a very interesting topic which is doing rounds on social media, that is about the stock GameStop. Now what exactly is GameStop? So basically GameStop is a US chain of video game retail stores and it has enlisted its shares in the stock market. Now due to this pandemic or because of the technology going so ahead, people have switched to online modes of gaming, and that's the reason this company was not doing so good in the last year. Share was basically around $3 last year, but during this 6 months it rocketed to 8,000%. So basically in January we could see that its share went from $145 to touching approximately $469. So basically what happened here? Why did a company which was dooming or which was an outdated company had such huge rise in its stock market? Now this stock trading frenzy had a lot of people involved in it. It had some Reddit users involved in it which were amateur investors. It had some multi-billion hedge funds involved in it. And before I tell you what exactly happened, let me explain to you some certain terms which I will be using to explain the exact commotion here. First, day trading. Now day trading is something which normal investors do on a daily basis, which is basically buying and selling shares on the same day to earn certain profit. Now depending upon what you judge that a stock will go above or below the margin on which it has opened, you take a trade and then you decide that will you be buying the stock first and then selling it when the price rises, or you will be selling the stock first and then buying it when the price decreases. Second is shorting or short selling. So basically here, now if you think that the particular price of a stock is going to fall than what it is right now, you decide that I will sell the stock right now and then buy it when the market or when the price of the stock goes down. So basically in this, what you do is you will borrow some shares from the broker and then later on sell those same shares on the market. Then you wait for the shares to fall in price. Once the shares fall in price, you are going to buy back those shares and return those shares to broker. In this pattern, you make profit. You basically earn the profit from the broker where you had sold the shares when it was at a higher price and then you had bought it when the price was lower. Now basically this can have two outcomes. First will be the ideal outcome, which will make you profit, which is when the stock price which you had sold at first then decreases and you buy it at a lower price, making that amount of profit. But there has another outcome to it which would be a very bad outcome for short sellers. That is when the stock price rises than the amount at which you had sold. So basically you will be buying it at a higher price than what you had sold, making a loss. And this loss is going to be huge and unlimited for a person who is doing short selling. Third is hedge funds. Now hedge funds are basically multi-billion dollar institutes or investment firms who basically earn from short selling on some failing stocks. Now in understanding these terms, let me tell you what happened with GameStop. So basically GameStop's stock had been falling terribly over the years. And then there was a time when this Reddit user noticed that the stock had been shorted for over 140%. That is when this Reddit user on one of its Reddit groups called as Wall Street Bets decided to post a picture where he showed that he had invested into this stock for approximately $53,000. Now this had happened back in 2019, but it did not need much attention that time. So he kept retweeting the same thing and asking people to invest in it. And that is when last week people started gaining attention on this stock and started investing in it. So basically the multi-billion hedge funds had been shorting this stock and these stocks were bought at a very low price by the retail investors who were present on the Reddit group. Now because so many people started showing interest in this stock, the stock market price of this particular share started increasing day by day, and that is when the short sellers who had sold it at a particular price started facing losses. Now this is because they had sold it at a particular price and the stock market price of that share started increasing and going beyond the price that they had sold it at. So you won't believe the losses that had been done by the short sellers was approximately $23.6 billion. Now, this is the time when big hedge funds started facing losses. The Wall Street started demanding that the short selling should be made illegal, even though it was being used by a lot of people and in a lot of countries, and should be stopped completely. Now, this is the time when a lot of brokers like Robinhood came into picture, and to stop the losses that was being suffered from the hedge funds, they basically stopped normal retail investors to buy the same stock from them. So now the retail investors could not buy, they could sell but could not buy these stocks from them. This led to a massive backlash on social media where the rich were accused of manipulating the stock market and keeping the others out of it. This is when famous people like Elon Musk started coming into picture and saying that this has to stop. After a few debates and a lot of pressure from both ends, Robinhood kind of brokers did come and started lifting their bans on buying the shares. Now if you're thinking, was it only GameStop? So no, this Reddit user group was not only limited to GameStop stock. It also basically invested in other stocks like AMC and BlackBerry. In fact, the BlackBerry see a rise in its stock price by approximately 180%. So basically, this is the journey of a stock which was counted less than $4 billion a few weeks back and which rose by approximately 400% in this week. Do share, like and subscribe if you like this content, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.